This chart shows the number of consumers who consider it a good time to buy a home. It shows that public sentiment on home buying is at its worst ever level, with only 17% of respondents saying it's a good time to buy a home. That's significantly worse than even at the peak of the 2008 bubble when it bottomed out at 57%. But the situation today is very different from the 2008 housing collapse, and this chart makes that very clear. It counts the number of foreclosures on US properties since 2005, and this spike here is the 2008 housing bubble bursting. What happened in 2008 was a foreclosure crisis, driven by an unprecedented number of people unable to make their loan payments, causing foreclosure filings to rise almost tenfold. But today, the number of foreclosures is at a historically low level. The issue today is not about people losing their homes. It's about the average person's inability to become a homeowner in the first place. A primary driver of this unaffordability is the rising cost of new mortgages. This chart shows the median monthly mortgage payment for new homeowners by the year they moved in. People who moved in 2014 paid just over $1,400 a month for their mortgage, but people who moved in 2024 paid $2,225 per month, a nearly 60% increase. This is a direct result of rising 30-year mortgage rates, which you can see on this chart. They've gone up from a low of 2.65% in 2021 to over 6% today. However, blaming only high rates is an oversimplification. The record low interest rates we saw after the pandemic are just as much to blame for the current crisis. Those low rates fueled a historic $5.8 trillion in mortgage refinancings, a higher volume than we saw during the 2003 housing boom. This means a massive number of existing homeowners are locked in to very low mortgage rates. With market rates now over 6%, these homeowners are unwilling to sell and give up their relatively cheap mortgages. The result is shown on this chart of existing home sales in the US. After a post-pandemic spike, the number of existing homes available for sale is now near an all-time low, and new home construction is not filling the gap. While there are around 1.3 million new housing starts per month today, the current rate of new construction is below the historical average since the 1950s and has been consistently below average since 2009.